So time can start in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so this is running on version 1.1.1, which was the original version on release that you could access. It has a lot of glitches in it, a lot of glitches, to the point where the any percent run takes just shy of 15 minutes. And we'll be using some of the glitches to just completely break the game. Did you want to say the intro again?
No, it's just go into it.
All right.
I think they heard some of it.
So, from the get-go, I'm going to be setting my menus. So we're just going to be turning text to fast, battle style off, battle effects off, and we're going to turn the music to 0. Now, this makes our game run much faster, because anything that would have a jingle now picks up instantly. We don't pick up much in this run, but it still is faster than hearing all the jingles. So we put our battle style to set, so we don't get asked to switch for the few fights that we do in this run. And our animations are off, again, for the few fights that we do in this run. So almost immediately we'll be starting off with some glitches as soon as we get access to the Pokemon screen, which will be once we get our starter. Now, the glitches in this game all stem from the fact that when you open a menu, you can in fact open 2 menus. Then you close a menu to gain movement, and you have movement plus menus. That enables some funky things to happen, such as freezing the entire world, or duplicating items. And we will be freezing the world a lot. But we really need the even more powerful item, the fishing rod, the old rod, to freeze the world at our whim. We'll also be picking up ball capsules, which are very important, and also the Explorer's Kit. And a combination of these items will let us complete the game in less than 50 minutes, without going out of bounds. We will fight a total of 2 gym leaders, being Rourke and Fantina. And that is it. And by fight, I mean we will skip Fantina, but we'll believe that we fought her and won. So here we're going to pick Piplup, because it is the most consistent way to get through Rourke. And let's see if we get a good Piplup. It doesn't really matter too much. So we can 2-shot the Starly. Normally it's a 3-shot. If we're unlucky and we get Growl every turn, then it's a 4-shot. It will be a 3-shot. Looks like average defense as well, which is fine. And we get to start glitches in a sec, because we now have access to our Pokemon screen. So after these cutscenes have played, we will begin having menus covering our entire screen. I did accidentally name our rival 1. You're supposed to name him Clint because it's slightly faster.
Wait, actually?
Yes, you're supposed to take the first option there rather than naming, because text speed is so fast in these games.
Oh, right. Oh, so yeah, minor time loss, it sounds like. But still, that's interesting.
So we're in a cutscene right now, in case you're not aware of that. Because we have a menu over the top of it. And I'm going to set up another menu here on top of it. And so the way I'm doing this is I'm pressing one of the triggers and the A button to open the bag from the Pokemon menu at the same time, and it's opening 2 instead of 1. And doing this, I will exit the house. I have now got door storage. I close the menu as I enter the door, and it pauses the animation. This freezes the world, and lets me just skip everything. So, sorry, Dawn. I don't really care about the Pokedex. We don't need it this time. And I think I can work out how to catch stuff by myself. So we can just skip all the fights here. And now the only way to get out of door storage is to save and quit, which is absolutely fine. That's why I have the menu here. So we're just going to save in front of the Pokemart here. Next, I will actually buy some items. I need to buy some potions and some Pokeballs. Because we do actually have to fight Rourke, unfortunately. Now, this wonderful game has about 30 seconds of loading to work out how to open the game. It is the only Switch game of the Pokemon series that does that. But yeah, we're going to go and buy some items, and then we're going to get the Old Rod, which is very important. I want 9 of them. And just the rest in potions. Not going to need money for the rest of the run. So here I'm going to go and grab the Old Rod, and then I will do something called double registering it. So I'm going to register the Old Rod to multiple slots on my quick access. And that allows us to have access to the key item menu. Make sure I'm lined up properly. Yep, that's perfect. So just here, I'm once again going to get storage by opening 2 menus at the same time. Close out, going to go to register. Open the bag again, register again. And this lets us register the Old Rod twice. And now I'm starting to stack menus. By doing this, I've frozen the world. And I have a way to unfreeze it by using a key item again. If you interrupt Rowan's text for key items, the world decides that it doesn't know what to do and freezes. Here I'm going to catch an encounter. Hopefully it's on a Cricketot. It is not. Perfect. This is to get level 6. And also to make it slightly more reliable. So we're just going to Yellow Ball. This gets us Water Gun, which means we can deal with Rourke. Okay, Piplup. Special attack is a little low, but realistically it doesn't matter. So once again, I'm going to look to freeze the world, but I'm going to set up an extra key item menu. And that is to interrupt an NPC, because key items are very powerful. You're able to interrupt NPCs with them as well. So here I just get to run past all of these people, unfreeze the world, and then interrupt this NPC here, who is very important. So here I'm going to run into the mine and try and grab an X-Defend. This is how we get past Rourke. The mine actually has a very low density of encounters, so everyone's more than willing to risk that. And here, let's see where this guy moves. He didn't. Okay, let's hope he doesn't move then. So here I'm going to set up a key item menu and a regular menu. The regular menu is going to let me interrupt this guy again. So I just do this to gain movement again. And then he forces my movement. So we use that force movement to get us into the gym. Now that we're in the gym, we're not going to fight any of these trainers because we have the next defend. So we can fight Rourke with our level 6 Piplup. I'm going to save for safety. And we are fighting a Rourke. Now, the reason that we also catch the Pokemon rather than fight it is not only is it faster to catch the Pokemon instead of 4-hit it, it also baits Rourke's AI into using Stealth Rocks at some point. So either Geodude will use it or Onix will use it. I'm hoping for Onix, but Geodude did it. That is fine. There's the rollout. Nice dodge, Piplup. Perfect. So unfortunately, we only hit level 8 there. You can hit level 9 though if you caught a level 5 Pokemon. 6 damage, that's normal. Okay, this should force a potion out. Yep, perfect. And we didn't kill. That is unfortunate, but fine. And now we have Cranidos, the scary part of this fight. Cranidos always outspeeds you, and it has a Headbutt, which can flinch you. Which is very scary when you are 4 levels under it. No flinch that time. And unfortunate flinch. We are taking 11 damage. That is perfectly fine. And we didn't get flinch that time, and we're in Torrent, which means we guarantee that kill. And that's Rourke. That is our second fight out of 3. So we have one more fight after this, and then we don't need to fight anyone else. And you might ask how come, because surely you need to fight the Elite Four members. We'll get to that. So here I'm just going to set up some more key items to interrupt and freeze the world. I try and combine menus, as it is a little bit faster than having to set these up multiple times. When the world is frozen, you can't open any extra menus. So you've got to make sure you give yourself a way to unfreeze. Once again, we're going to freeze past these guys. And here is another strange interaction with menus. When you open a menu when you're on a ledge, when you jump over a ledge, it interrupts the ledge animation and you get stuck at that height. So here, I used multiple levels of storage to let me set up different menus. So here, we have frozen our height. So currently we're levitating off the ground. We call it legitate. And here we're going to get the next important item, the ball capsule. So we just need to win this one fight, then we have the ball capsule, and we don't need to fight anyone else ever again. Don't mind the fact that I'm low on health, it'll be fine. Oh, that is even better. So we want to stay low on health because it just makes a slightly quicker death warp later on. Now I am going to do one safety strat after this. I'm just going to freeze the world an extra time. Because there's a spinner up here that's a little bit annoying if you hit her. But yeah, maybe it's going to come down here and give us some bull capsules. Which is ridiculously good for this speedrun. I probably got to go on for it. I'm just going to do this to be safe. There we go. And now this is the first use of the bull capsules. We're going to use them to increase our height. So I'm going to open the bull capsules twice. Preview, and that increases our height. I'm going to just sort of wedge myself under the rock. And now we have a bit of a walk. I'm just going to set up a few menus. So I've frozen the world once again. And we're going to go for a walk under the world. We are still in bounds. We are just at a slightly different elevation. By slightly different, I mean way under where we're supposed to be. And thus, I do not get a whole lot of sight on where I am moving. So I'm more relying on knowing where things are. So those cut trees don't really bother us anymore because we are going underneath them. And there we are. Now we need to get another important item. So I'm just going to bull capsule to reset my height again. And then we can unfreeze the world. And we're going to get the Explorer's Kit, which is going to let us skip past a few different things that we would normally have to do a lot more work for. It may be dig, yes. We did have another use of Legitate, but I changed it recently because I worked out something that's just a better idea. So we do have to watch all of these cutscenes, unfortunately. You can't interrupt them. They just play later on, once you stop moving, so unfortunately you do have to watch these. But here you're like, oh, well, you can't get onto the bicycle path without a bike, right? That's where you're wrong, because once again, we have key items. So I have a bike now. I don't know where it came from, but I have it. So now, oh yeah, apparently we don't have a bike, but I'm pretty sure I'm riding one right now. So once again, setting up key item freezes. There we go. And now we have another way of breaking key item freezes, or breaking world freezes. Unfortunately, we can't do that inside, so I do have to set up an extra menu here. Now I think this guy wanted to talk to me, but I don't really want to talk to him. No, you don't have to use the Explorer's Kit and go underground to break the freeze. It's just the fact that the text pops up on the overworld. Yeah, I think Cyrus is going to try and talk to us again later, but again, I'm not a fan of talking to him. So I think I'm just going to skip past him. So once again, I'm going to use the Explorer's Kit. Then actually say, nah, I don't want to. Just here, we normally have a cutscene of Binary. I don't want to. And I just converted 2 different... Yeah, you don't really like to talk to people in this run. So just there, I converted a key item menu into a regular menu just by pressing B and X pretty much the exact same time. I wonder if this fixes it. Kind of? Okay, well it did. So that's nice. That was lucky. So I will have to open another menu up again. We are going to have a rival fight here, though. By rival fight, I mean a rival skip. Yeah, I got a bit lucky there. The 80% no out of bounds route is much more fun, because you actually get to see a lot more uses of the glitch. So just now, we're just going to have a little talk with our rival. Alright, talk done. Yeah, I beat you, mate. Yep, definitely defeated. Nothing else happened. Nothing else happened. So now is a very big menu that I need to set up. I'm just going to be focusing for a sec. Okay. Menu is done. So I just set up all the menus I need to get all the way to Celestic Town. So I'm just going to do a bit of a walk. I have a large number of menus up right now. So we're just going to use the Explorer's Kit here. You know, it just looks like a good place to go underground. Actually, you know what? Let's not. I'm now hovering. I'm now in a hover state, a levitate, which I can end whenever I want. Not only that, the world is frozen. Yep, we have no music. So very quickly, I am once again going to use the Explorer's Kit. Which is going to reset our height. I'm going to freeze the world once again. And then we have the fun of the fog route, plus random menus over the top of it. Just because I didn't think the fog route was difficult enough to see. So we're in Celestic Town now. So right now we're going to use the Explorer's Kit once again. And just jump back up. And you know, this guy, he normally blocks away. There we go. So we got Surf now. The only reason we're doing this is because we need access to Fantina's gym so we can actually surf. If we had a way of getting past the first elevator without, then we would have. We would not be doing this anymore. So yeah, Cyrus is going to want to talk to us again here. Again, not a big fan of talking to people. So I reckon he can just not. I'm going to talk to this guy instead. And so that is all the way to Celestic. We are going to Death Warp now. We get shoved back to... Okay, Beautifly, I need you to actually do something that involves killing me. Yep, that works. We will now be back in Hardhome because we saw a cutscene. So we get jumped back to there. So we're going to go and fight Fantina. However, it will be the same kind of fight like we did with our rival here. That I just sort of bull capsule it. So now you're supposed to do some math to this, I think. I think that's what the signs say at least. But the doors never change. So it's just 3, 2, 1, 3. And I'm going to try and do some more optimal menuing in that when I'm exiting menus while going up an elevator. So this elevator here. Or I could just miss the trigger and not do it. So I haven't managed to fuck it up again. Whoops. Okay. That should be it. Yep. So what happened was I opened the ball capsules at the wrong time, and so I couldn't see the text boxes for Fantina. Which means I didn't know when I needed to open the... I didn't know when I had to open the ball capsules to skip her. Alright, we do have to talk to Cynthia here, unfortunately. You can't skip this. You just end up with door storage, and then you get jumped back here when you cancel it. Now we're going to set up a bunch more menus. So we're going to set up 2 key item menus followed by 3 menus. And then a quick double storage so I can freeze the world. And we're going to have a walk to Veilstone. So after this, we're going to have another walk all the way to Sunny Shore with the world frozen. And then we're going to see a very unique use of having, again, the ability to open a menu and also have movement in the game. In that we can sort of warp places. So we're going to do that. Just going to make my way through this route. All of the movement becomes so much harder when you can't see where your character is. We're going to use the Explorer's Kit. Really? That is unfortunate. I haven't had that happen before. So there I cancelled. Yeah, the jogger gets multiplied. There I cancelled the Explorer's Kit. I've had it happen before in any percent where you cancel the save text and you sort of get frozen and you can't unfreeze. But luckily this game has a handy feature called backup data. It saves every time you enter a loading zone or use the Explorer's Kit. So I don't know if it would have counted. No, it didn't. That's okay. I just need to set up the menu again. So once again, we're just going to take a walk to Veilstone. I set up all the menus for all the way to the warp. And using some handy conversion of menus between the types, we can make sure that we're not freezing the world unnecessarily or messing up our ordering. So yeah, some weird things happen when you freeze the world, like joggers get duplicated. So let's try this again. That's better. I actually made it cancel there, but that's okay. And so now we are in Veilstone. Now I don't really want to be here, so I'm just going to move on. Don't have anything to do here. We could get fly, I guess. Rather than do that, we're just going to do this. Freeze the world. And go for a little walk again. All the way to Sunnyshore. So right now, we're going to go past the guy who normally tells you can't come this way. They're working on some power lines. He can't stop us, the world's frozen. He can't tell us what to do. So once again, we'll use the Explorer's Kit to unfreeze the world. Then get stuck on a wall. So just here, Flint's going to try and talk to us. Again, we're not a fan of talking to people. Would rather not, thank you. And we're going to head to the lighthouse. Yeah, because we need to fight Volkner to get Waterfall so we can go to the Pokemon League. So I just need to make sure I'm on an empty slot. We're just going to talk to Volkner here. I think... Perfect. Okay, so with the binoculars, what happens when you enter the binoculars? It actually moves your current location on the map. So if you can save and quit while you're in the binoculars, you get warped there. So we are now in front of Victory Road. Assuming the save worked, which it should have. Perfect. So here, we are now in front of Victory Road. We're going to set up a key item menu. And we're going to get the infamous Surf on Land. I don't know where else you'd be surfing. And once we're in here, we're just going to set up another stack of menus. You're like, oh, how can you do Victory Road without rock climb? Well, once again, ball capsules are our best friend. So right now, if we were to try and continue on with this, we'd hit all the bridges. So we're just going to reset our level with the ball capsule. And now we can just sort of glide underneath them. So unfortunately, Bibarel's not quite godlike enough to ignore walls. Except for a select few. Like this one right here. This isn't a wall. And now, once again, we use ball capsule to reset our height. And we are now in front of the Pokemon League. Now you're like, well, you need Waterfall to get past this, right? Well, you'd think that. But what we actually have is the fact that Bibarel doesn't really understand what waterfalls are, and you can just sort of walk through them. And so we just have the Elite Four and the rival. I actually need to do this. Okay. Get back out one more time. Alright, rival time. Perfect. So we have fought our rival for the last time. I think. Honestly, I'm not quite sure what's happening anymore. I have a menu over the front over it. So apparently we're fighting Aaron now. That's 1. That's 2. And we fought Aaron. Done. And now I have the fun of working out where I am. So now we're fighting Bertha. There we go. Bertha has been defeated. And now we're on to Flint. Yeah, level 12 Piplup is just destroying it. These guys have a sort of chance against my level 12 Piplup. I'm really good at hitting the wall when I'm doing this. Damn it. Unfortunately, I had a menu open because I pressed B a little bit too much. And so if a menu is open while someone's trying to talk to you, unfortunately, it does crash the game. Okay, we once again have the backup save. Best feature they added. Need to exit out one more. Right. We're just going to have to go through the Elite Four quickly again. So I'm just doing the safer skip. There's two ways you can do this trainer fight skip. You can do it quickly and hope that you got the timing correctly, because if you didn't, it just white screens. But if you did get the timing correctly, you don't have to wait the extra few seconds, which I'm doing. I'd rather just make sure I get the skips. There we go. That is flint. Done. Alright, and this is Lucian. There we go. So for Cynthia, I'm going to set up this, and then there we go. Perfect. So that is it. Timing ends once we get the first black frame after the Hall of Fame. We're just gonna have a little cutscene here that we can't see. So we can just interrupt Cynthia's text because it gets forced on us when we enter the room. So we can just interrupt it and then step on the elevator, and we don't need to do anything about her. And because we were busy surfing on the barrel at the time, our camera gets kind of messed up a little bit. So time ends just after this little cutscene here. And come on. Time. Perfect. All done. Perfect. And that is any percent no out of bounds.
GG.
There's plenty of things like the that you might think would be out of bounds, like going under the world, that sort of stuff. But we've defined out of bounds as just being outside of the regular bounds or the edge of the routes. So yeah, all done. Did the game in less than 50 minutes.
GG's. Are there any shout outs, any final things you want to say?
Well, just the Switch speedrunning community is a great place. We're very inclusive, very happy to help any new runners. So, while this run might be a little bit difficult to get your hands on the version because it's only available if you already saved it. There's plenty of other Switch runs that are easy enough to get into, and it'd be great to see more people.
Cool. Feel free, or somebody in chat, feel free to link the Switch speedrunning Discord in our chat. Actually, Nightbot's gonna nuke it, but if you link it in Discord or something, I can link it in chat. But anyway, I think my mic or our Discord was muted during our intro, so I'm just gonna give a little quick spiel about our charity we are raising money for, the Able Gamers Foundation, whose mission is to create opportunities and able play in order to combat social isolation, foster inclusive communities, and improve the quality of life for people with disabilities. They have created the largest implemented group of people with disabilities in the world, and their player panel program is a collection of hundreds of players with disabilities who advise the gaming industry. Their dedication to increasing representation, and understanding of people with disabilities is evident throughout their work. They've empowered thousands of people to connect with the gaming world and created multiple adaptive hardware solutions by working with their engineering team and partner. So, very worthy cause to be raising money for. We were very happy to have found them. Big fan of that. You can... Thank you, Amber, by the way.
Amber got it. Perfect.
Yeah, you can donate through this donation link. They will go directly to the Able Gamers Foundation. But with that, we are going to go ahead and go to an intermission. We will be back with Pokemon Legends Arceus. Sorry, Pokemon Company. Any % with Crisis Source here. We'll be back in